Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me for this new episode of Inspiring Our World. My name is Julie Tara, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects in Nikken, the story of Mr. Masuda and the Nikken insoles. From personal need to helping others. Necessity is the mother of invention is a well-known proverb. The author of the proverb is unknown, but one of the earliest recorded instances is in one of Aesop's fables. I bring up this proverb because that's how Nikken came into being, and that's where our story begins. Companies are started for many different reasons. Isamu Masuda founded Nikken because he personally had a need and nothing fulfilled it. In the true spirit of entrepreneurship, he thought outside of the box and found a way to fulfill his personal need, and in doing so, created a company that could do the same for countless people, first in Japan and eventually globally. Young Masuda became the son of a single mother when his father died in World War II. His mother managed a small shop, and when he was 18, young Isamu found a job with a bus company. Over the next few years, he worked his way up from washing buses to being a desk clerk. Married at age 27, Masuda was intensely interested in ways to improve health, possibly because he personally did not have a robust constitution. He started to work at a shop providing health-related products. His goals and career path changed when his son was born with daunting health challenges. The need to support his family and help improve the health of his son and himself was enough to spur him into action. Doctors told him his son's recovery would be expensive, so the new father logically decided he had to find a way to make a lot of money. Inspiration came in the form of personal experience. Japanese people are introduced to hot baths early in life and grow accustomed to communal bathing. Families enjoy public baths with a key feature: pebbles on the floor of the baths stimulate the feet. Creatively thinking, Mr. Masuda combined the concepts of the stimulating pebbles with the age-long practice of using magnets, believed by the Japanese to be therapeutic. He created the first magnetic insole that could be placed inside shoes. His invention was a hit almost immediately. His customers claimed they felt better in different ways. They said their circulation improved, they felt more energetic, and they were getting better sleep. But Masuda was not a businessman and didn't know how to expand, so he reached out to an experienced financier. Together, they grew their insole business. Nikken sold only insoles for the first 3 years of business. They were sold to help improve overall energy through stability and stamina from the feet upward. Independent distributors later expanded into other countries, and Nikken has now been an international company for more than 45 years. Kenko insoles are now available in 2 variations, M strides and M steps. Both continue on the Japanese tradition of magnets for therapeutic usage, combined with the effect of the hot bath pebbles. The contemporary insoles make use of patented magnetic Dynaflux technology. Depending on preference, you can choose Kenko M steps insoles that are bumpier for more intense massage effects, or Kenko M strides for a smoother surface. Both are durable, provide support for feet, legs, and back, and are ventilated so feet stay cool. As the flagship product line, Kenko insoles have withstood the test of time and have built a huge fan base. Here are just a few examples of what people with happy feet say. I used to have discomfort in my ankles for years. Since I wear the M strides, the discomfort went away. I am so grateful for the technologies. From UFO. I feel grounded and connected all day with my M strides. C. Aubrey. Ever since I was 7 years old, I've had challenges with my joints and being on my feet for long periods of time. I consistently wear M steps or M strides in my shoes and even my sandals. I like both, so I just keep them in each without switching them out. I no longer feel challenged when I'm on my feet. B. Richmond. I teach aerobics and strength training, so when serious foot discomfort threatened my ability to do that, as well as to hike and dance, I needed help. My friend gave me a pair of M strides and I was amazed. My feet felt great. I had tremendous energy in my legs, and my class even told me I was too peppy. That was 20 years ago, and I've never taken them out of my shoes. It's mind-blowing how a product can be so effective and so simple to use. C. Livingston. When I started working at a cable plant, I had to climb stairs throughout the day while wearing steel-toed boots. My back and legs were strained, and I could barely walk by the end of the day. I ordered the M strides and put them in my boots. Now I am able to go up and down the stairs as many times as needed without worrying if I will make it to the end of the day. I am so grateful. A. Marcus. I am a busy mom and entrepreneur business owner. I love my M steps. It's one of the easiest things I can do to improve my well-being without adding another thing to my to-do list. I have improved balance and feel that it supports the flexibility of my back, while my energy levels are better during the day. Slide them in your shoes and forget about it. A. Weinberg. You know, I'd love to share a powerful story with you that happened for me when I first started Nikken in 1995, and I went to my very first Nikken convention out in Los Angeles. Well, it was at that convention that I first met Mr. Isamu Masuda, and what an impression he made upon me. He was the most loving, sweet, kind man. Small in stature, with the biggest hugs ever. Being hugged by Mr. Masuda was an experience like I'd never had. And I got to say, my dad was a fabulous hugger too, but there was something about Mr. Masuda. He just exuded love in his very being and in those hugs. I watched him on stage. He didn't speak English, so he had an interpreter. And what I can remember from his short talk was that he asked us to just connect with the person sitting next to us and to look into each other's eyes and to really see the wonder of your fellow human being. The message was all about love. That was it. And I was so moved. I was like, I really, really like this man. He is a good man from the inside out. I want to help him to fulfill his dream. Now, I remember that night we had a really big party. It was so much fun. And two things happened at the party. One of them was that a gentleman, I didn't know, a stranger, but part of the convention, he came up to me and he asked me to dance. And I said, of course. So we started dancing together. The next thing I knew, there were tears rolling down his cheeks. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you all right? Did I step on your toes? Like, I didn't know what had happened. And he said, and I'll never forget it, it chokes me up to even think about it. He said, I was not able to walk because of an issue that I have had with my feet for years. And now with these insoles, not only can I walk, but look at me. Here I am dancing with you. When he said this, I got tingles all the way through my body. I thought, oh my goodness, what do we have here? This is really huge. And it just cemented my knowing that this company was a huge part of my destiny, because I had always wanted to help people, to alleviate their suffering, to help uplift them into joy and happiness. And I knew this was what I was called to do. Later that evening, Mr. Masuda came onto the dance floor, and he and I started dancing together. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, he had so much energy, and I have a lot of energy and I love to dance. So it's hard to outdance me, but he just kept on going like the Energizer Bunny. It was so much fun. He was just so fabulous. So I share these stories with you. Mr. Masuda is no longer with us on the planet, and many of us who met him have just never forgotten him. And for me, he's one of my absolute heroes in this life. I really love him and respect him, and always want to help continue his legacy on and tell the world about the beauty of what we have, the importance of it, the significance of it. And so that's what I've been doing ever since. And I know you are too. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this retrospective about Mr. Masuda and the insoles, how Nikken began. And have a fantastic week. Don't forget to wear your insoles. I've got mine on right now. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.